Hey everyone, what's up? It's Swift Assassin 33. I have a gameplay on the map Bakara using ACR, the 6v6 domination, playing with a friend of mine. And in this session, I was doing really well, so I had to get, at least one game from this session. And, there is a specific reason why I uploaded this gameplay. And you'll see at the end, and probably from the title of this video, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys, so I'm just gonna get into the first thing that I want to talk about, and it's channel related. And what it comes down to is that my school is going on the DC trip on June 8th, and we're gonna be gone for a week, and I'm not gonna be able to post any videos unless I have some videos on my phone, but I'm not doing that phone quality again like I did in my first video. That was just terrible. So I'm not going to be posting for about a week, from June 9th to June 17th. I think it's going to be where I cannot post. So just be on the lookout for that date so I don't get a bunch of messages saying, why aren't you posting? You said you're not been very active the past like 8 days. I just want to tell you in this video beforehand so I don't get like messages about it. Anyway, I have another topic to talk about today, and it is, I was watching a video by a guy named Rednades. I don't know if you've heard of him. I'll put his link in the description. He's a really good Call of Duty player. He posts really high gameplays and scores. You should go check him out. I'll put the link in the description, like I said. But he made a video, and it was about how to be a good Call of Duty player, and he had a few tips that I actually put to use in this session, and it helped me get around. In this session I think I got maybe a 3 to 4 KD, which is pretty good because my normal KD on my Swift Assassin account on PS3 is like 1.6, but my J-Dog account, which is what I'm playing on now, I went back to it. It's only about a 1.4 since I haven't touched that account in a long time. 1.3 I think. And I was playing on it, and I brought my KD up dramatically using the tips that he gave me. And if you're struggling with Call of Duty, I really recommend you either go check out that video or listen to the tips that I have from his video. So I'm basically just going to say, what some of the most important tips were, because some of the other ones, they were good, but there's ones that really stand out and will really help your game, and that's what I put to use in this session. And the first one is pretty obvious. Every Call of Duty player should do it, and it's look at the mini-map. It's your friend. It's there for a reason. You have to pay attention to it. If you don't pay attention to it, you're most likely going to end up running around, not knowing what to do. But if you're using it and there's a UAV up and you're not paying attention to it, if you're not using it and there's a UAV up and you're not paying attention to it, then it really hurts you, because you could be seeing all those dots but you're not. And even when you don't have a UAV up, you need to be looking there for when the enemy is shooting off their gun without a silencer. You always need to look for the red dots that appear when they're shooting without a silencer. You can see where a strafe run, a precision airstrike is coming even, and it'll help you move out of the way of those type of kill streaks, and it'll just help you overall, especially when you're using the portable radar. You need to know where your enemies are at. The next tip is you gotta have good accuracy. That's just basic to any Call of Duty player to be good. You have to have good aim. And I've actually found a pretty effective thing that I did before my session today when I got home, is went out in free-for-all and just started aiming at spots, particular spots, and started shooting at them. And that actually dramatically, believe it or not, it dramatically helped my aim. Me and a friend went in there and we were like kind of aiming at each other, trying to get all of our shots on point. And I did that before the session, and it worked out. So that's also one thing that I recommend you do if you want to improve your aim, because aim will help you in the long run. And the last thing The other tip I would like to share with you is that you need to use the best guns that you can find and that you're comfortable with, because if you're using a gun that you're not comfortable with, it won't, you know, do you any good. Because, you know, if you want to try to get those like crazy gameplays with, you know, those guns that aren't too good, but you know they're fun to use and you just like to mess around, that's not going to do you any good if you're trying to get better at Call of Duty. You know, I've heard that, you know, if you use different guns, then you're going to be able to, you know, like, be able to use the best guns better, since you're used to using guns that aren't as good. And, you know, I've tried that and it really doesn't work. It's just going to hurt you. And this is actually the part where I cannot use my Osprey gunner. I was going crazy when it happened, and you know, I usually don't get Osprey gunners, so this was kind of a disappointment for me, because I usually use specialists, and I actually got the Osprey gunner and then I can't call it in because stupid me didn't switch through my kill streaks and switch down to my Osprey instead of using my Pavlo. I was too urgent to use it. But anyway, use the best guns you're comfortable with. And like the ACR, I'm comfortable with it. I pretty much mastered that gun, so that's why I use it the most. And you know, just use whatever gun that fits your playstyle and that you're comfortable with. And I want to thank Red Nades for the tips that he gave me. They really helped me out. I'll put his, like I said, I'll put his channel link in the description. You should go check him out. This has been Swift Assassin 33. I'll see you in the next video.